Just briefly, my name is Rice Feb. I'm the co-director of the Rice Center for Engineering Leadership. We're really proud to be able to sponsor this event. Every event RSL sponsors is exactly like this one.
And how many of you are Redditors? Just by show of hands. Amazing. Upvote, 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 upvote. Keep your hands up. Wait, upvote, upvote.
A bunch of students said, hey, come to Rice. And I was like, great. Well, I think it was very clear from the audience there. It has, like, it's quirky. It's weird in a way that, to some extent, no, I've never really, I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this. Yeah, I think I got a glimpse of it as soon as I was making the teaser video for this, because in doing the research and talking to people, I learned about all the colleges and how sort of competitive it was sort of between them. Even though it was randomly selected, I guess unless you have legacy, I just thought it was so intriguing because it seems like it's straight out of Harry Potter. But you could see that there is a kind of unorthodoxy to the student body, which I think just jibes really well with me and my style, as well as with the internet, right? And so, I don't know, it has lived up to all of my expectations. In fact, it's exceeded them, which is always nice too.
I think bringing that entrepreneurship, the spirit of entrepreneurship on campus, I think is really important.
And you never forget your first. Mine was GeoCities. Yeah, geocities.com/Silicon Valley/Hills/4924. I'll never forget her. It was a Quake 2 fan page. It was blink tags, like marquee text scrolling across the top, animated GIFs of flaming skulls, just the dorkiest website ever. But for me, it was amazing because millions of people could see tens of people saw what I made. And it felt so cool, right? Even though it was just me hitting reload and not realizing the counter was going up, I felt so powerful. And it wasn't long thereafter I would start to go on message boards, and I would reach out to nonprofits, and I'd say, hey, I'm a web designer. Let me build you a website. I'm not going to charge you for it. I just want the experience. I did it for pride, not for money. And these adults had no idea I was this dork in my parents' house. They just knew me as someone with a skill that they didn't have that was valuable. And this drug, I have not been able to shake it. It made me feel so good, and I've been building ever since. And you all, in nearly all cases, have had access to this technology for far longer than I have.
I think I got a better idea of entrepreneurship and how I could personally do that, and just the good things about it, because that's not something I had ever thought about before.
First things first, which college?
I am a proud Weissman.
You know, the reason I split time with an alum like Andrew is because I want these students can only relate to me so much, right? Here is someone who was here, has gone on to do some really cool stuff in tech on his own terms.
I was still not planning on doing it. Still not planning on being an entrepreneur, and built a portfolio project that was checked twice. I thought I'd be a Google product manager. I thought I'd go work in tech somewhere and then start a company. Then it made money, and that was cool.
And that is a smart thing to do. We did not, it's still taking us a while to figure that out at Reddit. That was the first thing we did with Hitmonk, was we made sure we had revenue from day one.
I would love to see Rice known as a place for new venture creation, both from the faculty and from the students. To really succeed as a kind of a pillar of engineering, a global pillar of engineering, I think you have to have that aspect to what you're teaching and what your faculty are doing. It's not just good enough to have pure science. It has to have those game-changing applications.
And it makes me so happy because, look, failure is an option. Trust me, that kid's never going to get that spoon. It is. I know. No, you can just watch it all day. Never going to get it. No.